The new year's right around the corner, which means you need to get started on that vision board so you can envision your goals and stay committed towards taking actionable steps to achieve them. I love using vision boards because they help you evoke the emotion and feelings that you would feel once you achieve those goals. So they're a great way of staying motivated. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into my channel. It's MGem. Today we're going to be talking about vision board and goal setting because the new year is amongst us and we have to start taking intentional action towards making our goals a reality. So let's get into it, bestie. Vision boards work by influencing the subconscious mind through repeated exposure to visuals related to the goals. So basically, the way that this works is that every time you're looking at your board, your brain is sending a subliminal message to your subconscious mind, and it's helping you basically shift your thoughts so that it in turn helps you shift your actions. And this is because when you start changing the thoughts that you have on a subconscious level, it starts helping you align with your desired reality by helping you subtly take actionable steps towards actually achieving your goals. And when we start doing this, our aspirations become achievable realities. So yes, your dreams are definitely achievable. You just have to take the proper steps to get there. I personally find that creating a board gives me an extra layer of motivation, and it personally helps me stay on top of my goals. I mean, there's gonna be times where you don't feel like showing up. There's gonna be moments where you don't feel like putting in the work. I mean, we're all human, we get tired. But when you have a beautiful visualization to admire, it's kind of hard not to stay motivated, or at least to foster a little semblance of discipline to continue showing up. And that's why I personally believe that it's very beneficial to create a vision board. There is nothing better on the days where you do not feel like showing up than looking at a beautiful, beautiful board that makes you feel like you already achieved that goal. It's like, okay, who needs a motivation when you have that beautiful board to admire? That is your motivation. So clearly we know that making a vision board can help us basically keep track of our goals and take actionable steps towards them. But how do we create one? Don't worry, I got you. Okay, so I like to start off by making a list of my goals, aspirations, the things that I want to accomplish the upcoming year. And I like to put it per category. So you can do one for career, you can do a goal related to, your health, your spiritual practices, your relationships, and then you can start thinking about how you want to expand in each aspect. For example, if your goal is to get a little bit healthier, get a little bit more specific. Okay, so you want to get fit. What actionable steps are you going to take to get there? Are you going to start going to the gym 5 times a week? Are you going to start prioritizing more protein and fasting once a week? What are the steps that you're going to take to get there? If it's related to your spiritual practices, what is it that you're hoping to achieve? Is it spending more time in prayer, in meditation? If your goal is related to your career, what is it? If it's networking and collaborating, how are you going to get into those rooms to network with the right people? And who are you trying to network with? If you want to streamline an additional source of income, how are you going to do that? Are you going to monetize your skills, or what actionable steps are you going to take to achieve this goal? Once you've taken the time to really think about what you want to prioritize going into the upcoming year, then you can set goals for yourself based off of these priorities. And I recommend setting 1 to 3 goals per quarter. The way that I usually create my boards is that I base it off of quarters. So there's quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. And you're going to want to do 3 goals per quarter because you don't want to overburden yourself. You want to actually be able to show up and show out and achieve these goals. I think it's really important to note that if your circumstances change, however, you have to learn how to pivot, because you know the saying, we make plans and God laughs. And that's because sometimes things don't go according to plan. So when things don't go according to plan and these circumstances change, learn how to pivot and flow with life. But yeah, getting back into it, I like to do quarterly goals. And for me personally, I think this is great because you can use quarterly goals as checkpoints to reassess and realign to your goals when necessary, because we want to check in on our goals throughout the year. We don't just want to go the whole year with one goal and then not take actionable steps and then not check in and not do what we say we're going to do. So in order to actually show up and show out, you have to track your progress. So I want to hear, what are 3 goals that you're setting for yourself going into quarter 1? Share with the class, bestie. We're dying to know. So when breaking down our bigger goals into quarterly goals, you're going to want to take your larger annual goal and basically divide them into smaller, manageable tasks that you can handle day to day that are going to help you get closer to that bigger goal. So this is basically to say you want to focus on specific goals that you can achieve within a 3-month period that will help you align with the broader vision that you have in mind. So this means that the tasks that you perform on a day-to-day leading to the end of the quarterly goal fits the bigger goal that you're hoping to achieve leading to the end of the year or the last quarter goal, which is the 4th quarter. You're then going to want to break it down into actionable steps that you can take on a day-to-day. So you can do this by developing specific habits and routines that basically cater around the bigger goals that you have in hand. So like I said, if your goal is to get fit, you're going to have to start working out and eating healthier. So how can you implement that into your daily routine? Is it through, eating more protein, going to the gym in the morning? What does that look like for you? How many times out of the week are you going to do this, and at what time, in order to achieve your goal of becoming fit? Breaking down your goals into actionable steps helps you ensure that you're taking daily actions towards achieving your bigger dream in mind. Plan weekly check-ins and track your progress so that you don't wait to the end of the quarter to check in. If you check in weekly, it's going to be so much easier to show up, and you get to really see your growth. Because sometimes when we're actively taking action on our goals, it's hard to really see all of the progress that we've made. So when we're able to track it, it's so much easier to give ourselves that pat in the back that we really need sometimes. Creating quarterly goals gives you clear direction with what you need to focus on regarding time frame. So like I said before, when you're nearing the end of a quarter, you're able to realign and reassess before you move forward towards working even further on that goal. So not only do you get to celebrate your milestones, but you're also able to basically regroup and make any updates that you're needing to make going forward. You can basically treat your vision board as a living document. You make updates as you need to, because at the end of the day, things aren't always going to go according to plan. So we're going to have to make updates to our plans. Okay, so this is the fun part. In order to create a vision board, you're going to want to gather inspiration by collecting pictures and quotes that resonate with your goals from magazines, Pinterest, or anything that piques your interest. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to get creative with it, okay? It's supposed to evoke emotion within you. And this is because it's a visual representation of your goals. So when you feel it, you can create it. So anything that you put on your vision board is supposed to be meant to inspire you. It can be quotes, it can be pictures, it can quite honestly be anything you want it to be. And you don't even have to limit yourself to just doing a vision board. You could really use any method that helps you feel connected to the feeling that you would feel once you achieve that goal. So here are a couple of examples. You can script a story on how the journey of your goals is going to play out. So use inspirational pieces that you gathered to create the narrative. This is fun if you're into writing because you can really get creative with the story. You can make characters and alter ego, and it's a form of creative expression. And you can use this method to basically help you envision the journey that you would go on in order to actually make your goals a reality. If you really want to get creative, you can even take the scripting up a notch by recording a voiceover of your story and stitching it together with pictures from Pinterest or things that you would, put on your board. I've done this, and honestly, it's really, really fun. If you're into video editing, I highly recommend it. If music is more your thing, you can write lyrics, you can write poetry, you can write a rap, and you can try to make music out of it. Really, there's no rules to it. You can get creative with it. So if you've never made a vision board before, I'm going to teach you how to make a digital vision board. So I'm going to be doing this using Pinterest and Canva. We're going to start off with opening Canva and searching up vision board templates. There's going to be a couple of options. You can choose whichever one piques your interest. This is the one that I chose for the sake of this example, and I thought it was, cute. Then we're gonna go ahead and open Pinterest so we can search up what we want to add to our board. So for the goals that I set as an example for this video, I chose fitness. So I'm downloading pictures on Pinterest that resonate with that so I can add it to my board. As you look for the pictures to build your board, you're gonna keep referencing that list that you wrote with all of your priorities and your goals for the year. Then we just go back to Canva and add everything to our vision board template. If you're more of a hands-on type of person, you can go to your local office supply store, you can grab magazines, you can get a whiteboard, and you can just cut those pictures up and literally glue them together. It's basically the same process as the digital board. I'm just gonna let you guys know as a disclaimer, I do not recommend you put your information out there in terms of what you're trying to manifest or achieve. And this is because what people don't know, they can't ruin. And some people, you know, they have the little green envy bug, so they will stop at nothing to try to destroy your manifestation. So just word of advice, try to keep this to yourself and not put it out there. The examples that I'm giving you guys are solely examples because I would never tell you all my goals until I achieve them. But let me tell you, these things work because there are a lot of boards that I've made in the past. I put my manifestations there and they have definitely come to fruition. Do not put your vision board out there. Keep that thing private until you achieve those goals. By visualizing these goals, your brain is activating neural pathways and engaging cognitive processes that enhance awareness and opportunities and resources that are aligned with those goals that you have in your mind that you're so desperately trying to make a reality. So this is to say they're definitely achievable. Don't ever let anyone tell you that your goals are too big, because you can definitely achieve them. You just have to take intentional action towards achieving them. The subconscious mind responds better to images and emotions, and that's why creating a vision board is so fantastic for giving you that motivational spark towards taking action towards your goals, because on a subconscious level, it literally helps you take action. Remember, the whole point is to put it somewhere where you can see it every day so that you can feel that spark of emotion that you would feel once you achieve those goals. There are genuinely so many benefits to creating a vision board, and there are really no downsides. So I really hope that this video encourages you to really take the time to reflect on your priorities, your goals, and how you want to expand on them this upcoming year, because you can definitely turn your dreams into an achievable reality. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. If you like this video, please make sure to leave your feedback in the comment section. I still want to know what your guys' goals are, so run it up. And make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much.